As the crowd slowly disappeared, only a few family members were remain in the mansion. Yoongi was about to leave because of the summer work in the club, but just as he reached the door, a hand gripped his wrist. Jimin, Young, wait. Yoongi turned slightly, his cold gaze meeting Jimin's desperate eyes. What do you want, Jimin? His eyes burning with rage, venom dripping from his words. You were with Commissioner Kim when you shot Jungkook, Jimin. You knew what he was planning and you did nothing. Jimin shook his head frantically, his eyes welling up with tears. No, Yoongi, I swear I didn't know. It happened so suddenly. I had no time to react. Yoongi let out a bitter laugh, shaking his head. Suddenly, you expect me to believe that you were always by his side, Jimin. You would have wanted me. You could have stopped him, but you didn't. His voice cracked with fury. And now see what your silence has caused. He gritted his teeth. Jimin snapped closer, desperation in his voice. Young, listen to me. I swear on everything I love. I didn't know. One moment Commissioner Kim was begging Jungkook to let Taeyong go, and next he just pulled out his gun and shot him. I didn't have a second to process what happened. Yoongi turned away. I don't believe you. Jimin felt his heart shattering. He rushed forward, grabbing Yoongi's hand, gripping them tightly. Please, you know me, Yoongi. I would never betray you like that. I was just as shocked as you were. I didn't want Jungkook to die. I swear. We just wanted to talk to him, to make him understand he was doing wrong. His voice broke into sob. Yoongi yanked his hand away. His mind was clouded with anger, betrayal, and confusion. He wanted to believe Jimin. He really did, but right now he can't think properly but blame Jimin. Yoongi, you should have stopped it. Yoongi whispered, his voice trembling. You should have done something, Jimin. Tears streamed down Jimin's face. I couldn't. I was frozen. I didn't think Commissioner Kim would go this far. Yoongi scoffed. Of course, he would. He is a man who always gets what he wants, and you stood right beside him. Jimin dropped on his knees, sobbing. Young, please, I love you. I swear, I didn't mean for this to happen. Yoongi stares down at Jimin, his heart crashing painfully. His anger was still there, but so was the love he had for Jimin. But couldn't he forgive him? Could he trust him again? Jungkook, he is not lying, Young. Yoongi froze in his place, his breath itching as he turned to see Jungkook standing before him. He didn't know that will happen. That happened in just a second. No one had a time to react. Moreover, that I am here in front of you. Now, don't be angry with him for the thing he hadn't done, Yoongi. But how? What if he plans something with Commissioner Kim and we don't know about their plan and do something worse than this again, Jungkook? How can I believe on him? You were dead, Jungkook. How did you save yourself? Jungkook exhaled deeply, adjusting tension in his arm. The little boy was playing with his father's shirt, completely oblivious to the tension in the air. Taeyong stood close to Jungkook, his grip on his arm tight as if afraid that he let go. Jungkook would disappear again. Jungkook looked at Yoongi. Jungkook, I wasn't dead, he said softly. My heart stopped for a moment, and then when I was taken to the morgue, my heart started beating again, and the doctor rushed to review me. They saved me. Taeyong watched him with wide eyes. Yoongi's lips parted in shock. Then, why the hell didn't you tell us? Why did you let us suffer? You know how Taeyong was ready to die with you just a moment ago? How mad he was going. Did you really want him to die with you? Jungkook smiled, rubbing his forehead. I'm sorry, Young. And the doctor didn't say anything because I asked them to keep it a secret. I needed time, Young. I needed to see who would move against me, who I could trust. And then he glanced at Taeyong, his voice growing softer. I wanted to see if Taeyong could live without me. Taeyong immediately clenched his jaw, his grip tightening on Jungkook's sleeves. Don't ever say that again, he insists. I would have followed you into that coffin, Jungkook. I was ready to die with you. Jungkook turned to him, gently stroking his cheek. And that's exactly why I had to do this. I can't let my love die. Even after taking a promise from you, you were ready to lose your sanity, love. And I couldn't let that happen. Yoongi was still struggling to process everything. His mind was spinning. But one thing stood out, Jimin. His gaze darkened as he turned to look at the younger man who was still sitting on the floor, tear-stricken and defeated. Yoongi. And Jimin? Yoongi asked, voice low. You are telling me he knew nothing? Jungkook nodded. He didn't know Yoongi. Everything planned so fast. Commissioner Kim acted on his own. Jimin didn't have time to stop him. You know him better than that. Yoongi looked at Jimin. Really looking at him. This time, the way his body showed, the way his eyes were red and solemn, the way he still looking at Yoongi with desperation and guilt. Jimin whispered brokenly, I swear, Young, I didn't know. I never would have let this happen if I did. Yoongi handled it sharply, looking away. His anger hadn't completely faded. Jungkook stepped forward, placing a hand on Yoongi's shoulder. I know you are hurt, but don't push Jimin away. Not for something he didn't do. Yoongi let out a deep sigh. He looked at Jimin, who had tears in his eyes, still trying to convince him that he never wanted to betray him. The guilt in Jimin's voice was undeniable, and despite his anger, Yoongi couldn't ignore the pain in his lover's eyes. Yoongi finally spoke. Yoongi, seeing you, Jimin, I felt like you betrayed me, but I see now that you were just as lost as I was. I'm sorry for doubting you. Jimin lips trembled, his eyes filling with fresh tears as he choked it out. I would never do that to hurt you, Young, never. Yoongi exhaled sharply before pulling Jimin into the tight embrace. Jimin buried his face in Yoongi's chest, softly sobbing. Yoongi kissed his forehead, whispering, I forgive you, just never hide anything from me, okay? Jungkook, who was watching from the side with Young, smirked. He crossed his arms and tilted his head. So, Young, are you still going to deny that you and Jimin are a thing? Yoongi pinned your feet up. Jimin pulled back slightly, looking up at Yoongi with hopeful eyes. With a small, embarrassed scowl, Jimin finally muttered it. Fine, I love you. There, happy now? Jimin gasped before breathing into a wide smile. Without hesitation, he grabbed Yoongi's face and kissed his cheek. I love you too, Young. Jungkook chuckled, shaking his head. Took you long enough. Guys, still probably can't confess with God like me? His smugly said, and mocking is visible. Yoongi didn't mind, nor does Jimin, because he knows they are not Taeyong and Jungkook who will go crazy like that. Taeyong, however, was watching them, lost in his own thought, while love was finally settling between Jimin and Yoongi. His mind was focused on something else, his own love story. Would Jungkook agree to escape with him, to leave world behind and live in their own reality, or would Jungkook force him to heal, to live a life without the madness that consumed them? A decision had to be made. Jungkook, he placed a hand on Jungkook's shoulder from left side. Let's complete our own love story. Let's run away, baby, please. Jungkook, he pulled Taeyong in front of him, cupping his face with his one hand. Let me clear one thing, love. I love you so much, so madly, but I can't kick you again. You are not an animal to get kicked on that island. We can live here with fullest, me, Taejun, and you. Taeyong says become numb. Jungkook isn't listening to him. He wants Jungkook to understand him. Please, Jungkook, people here will not let us live peacefully. We need to run away, go. Jungkook, okay, that's enough. We are not talking about this anymore. So, you finally made a decision of not making him suffer more? Everyone turned it back, only to see Commissioner Kim standing with crossed hands. Beside him, his wife with tears. But you know what, Jungkook? Staying with you will only kick him more. You are not understanding me now, but soon you will realize it. Jungkook opened his mouth to say something, but Commissioner Kim stopped him. No, I will not expected you to give me my son back because now I know it's too late. Taeyong isn't my Taeyong anymore. I have completely lost that Taeyong already. You can keep this Taeyong now, Jungkook, but remember my words. If you do not give him proper medication and therapy, he might lose his sanity completely because he is not the same anymore and you are at the blame. Look at my wounds. He had gone crazy after knowing who killed his only love and he hurted me countless of times. You do not want him to hurt someone else and go crazy about anything? It's my last request to save my child for completely submerging into that madness. He deserves a happy life, anyone he wants, but not the one with madness, obsession and possessiveness. A possession which can even lead him to kill and hurt people. Toshi Kim gathered his wife wrist, dragging her outside the house, but she earned it to once hug her son, but she knows Taeyong doesn't want that. He thinks they are his enemy now. The pleading look in her eyes made Jimin, Yoongi and Jungkook guilty. Jungkook sat on the couch, his son Taejun in his lap, while Taeyong gently ran his fingers through Jungkook's hair. The atmosphere was peaceful, almost too perfect, as if it was the calm before the storm. Jungkook leaned back, sighing as Taeyong smiled at him, his eyes holding the strange smile. Thought, see, isn't this nice, Jungkookie? Just the three of us, away from all the chaos. We could live like this forever. Jungkook chuckled, adjusting Taejun in his arm. We are together now, Taeyong. There is no need to run away. We can live here. Taeyong dictated his seat, handing Jungkook a glass of wine, and he motioned Jungkook to lifting a glass of wine to his lips. Jungkook took a sip, unaware of the small victorious smirk on Taeyong's face. A few minutes passes and suddenly, Jungkook felt something off. His vision blurred and a strange dizziness taking over him. His grip on Taejun loosened slightly as he blinked rapidly, trying to regain focus. Jungkook, what's happening? Taeyong stood up, taking Taejun from Jungkook's arm, setting him aside gently before crouching down in front of Jungkook, his fingers tracing Jungkook's cheek. His smirk grew wider. Shh, baby, just sleep for a little while. I don't want to do this, but you left me no choice. Jungkook's eyes widened in shock. Jungkook, you drugged me? Taeyong giggled softly, pressing a lingering kiss on Jungkook's lip. Taeyong, only because you didn't agree to come with me willingly. But it's okay, love. When you woke up, we will already be on our island, far away from everyone. Just like before, our life will be peaceful, just three of us. Jungkook tried to resist it, tried to fight against the drowsiness, but his body betrayed him. His eyelid grew heavier, his consciousness slipping away as Taeyong whispered sweet nothing in his ear. Taeyong turned to the guard, standing at the door. Taeyong, take him to the car. Be careful with him. The guard obeyed without question, lifting Jungkook's unconscious body and carrying him out. Taeyong held Taejun closer, kissing the baby's forehead as he walked behind them. Taejun looking at Taeyong and then at Jungkook in confusion. Taeyong, don't worry, baby. We are finally going home. As they drove toward the port, the world behind them faded, and the island, their isolated paradise, waited for their reunion. Jungkook's head was throbbing as he registered consciousness, his body loose from the drug. The first thing he heard was Taejun's desperate cries, echoing through the familiar room. His heart clenched at the sound, and his vision blurry cleared. He saw his son lying on the cold floor, feeling. Jungkook's gaze shifted to Taeyong, who sat scantily on the couch, staring blankly ahead, eyes dark and unreadable. He looked completely detached, his finger tapping against the arm said, as if lost in the other world. Jungkook, what the hell are you doing? Taeyong didn't answer. He simply tilted his head, his lips curling into a slow smile. You are awake? Jungkook didn't waste another second. He forced his weak body to move. Standing toward his son, he gently discovered Taejun into his arms, cradling him against his chest. The baby sobbed quietly, silently, but his tiny body still trembled. Jungkook, Taejeon, shh, it's okay, Dada is here. He whispered, rocking him gently to soothe him. He turned it back to Taeyong. What the hell is wrong with you? He is hungry. He was crying, and you just sit there watching him. What are you becoming, Taeyong? Taeyong finally moved. He leaned forward, resting his elbow on his knees. His eyes locked onto Jungkook like a predator watching his prey. You don't get it, do you? He murmured. This is our world now, Jungkook. There's the three of us. No rules, no interference, no one to separate us, no one to disturb us, no Commissioner Kim, no death, no pain, no suffer. Only you, me, and our son. Oh, what a happy family, Cook. Jungkook clenched his jaw. This isn't right. You are not well. You need help, baby. This isn't right. Taeyong let out a soft laugh. Help? The only thing I need is you. You promised me you would never be apart, and I made sure of that. What's wrong with that, Cook? Jungkook swallowed asked, his grip tightening around his son. He could feel the madness in Taeyong, the obsession clouding his mind. This wasn't love. This was dangerous. And for the first time, Jungkook realized it. He needed to find a way off this island. Jungkook stormed into the kitchen, his heart still racing from the scene he had just witnessed. He grabbed a bottle quickly, preparing milk for Taejeon while trying to push down the falling frustration inside him. Taejeon latched onto the bottle instantly, his tiny hand clutching onto Jungkook's shirt. As he drank, Jungkook kisses his son's forehead, rocking him gently until his small body relaxed in his arms. After some time, he drifted into sleep. Once Jungkook was sure Taejeon was settled, he placed him in the crib that stood in the corner of their room. Then, without another word, he turned it to his and rushed back where Taeyong was sitting completely unbothered on the couch. Jungkook, get up. Taeyong didn't move, only smirked at Jungkook's harsh tone. Why are you mad, love? Jungkook clenched his jaw, his patience running dangerously thin. Without waiting for a response, he grabbed Taeyong's wrist roughly and yanked him up, dragging him toward the living room. What the hell are you thinking? Bringing us here, drugging me, ignoring our son? When he was crying for you? Left him on the floor to cry? Why? Why are you doing this, Taeyong? Just why? He threw Taeyong onto the couch, standing over him with rage burning in his eyes. I thought you loved him. I thought you loved me. If you did, you wouldn't have done this day. Taeyong tilted his head, his lips curling into a slow, chilling smile. You just don't understand, my love. You just don't understand my love for you. Jungkook listened at him. I love you, Jungkook. I love you so much that I can't let anyone take you away from me. Not my father, not the world, not even logic. That world wasn't for us, Cook. He leaned forward, his voice dropping into a whisper. You belongs to me, just like I belong to you. And this is our home now. Jungkook licked his breathage. He had seen Taeyong's obsession before, but this was beyond the thing he had imagined. This wasn't just love, it was madness. Jungkook cupid Taeyong's face with trembling hands, his eyes filled with desperation, his thumb gently brushing over Taeyong's cheek, trying to soothe the storm inside him. Tae, listen to me, please. This isn't right. His voice cracked as he spoke, his heart breaking into the sight of the man he loved, going mad for him. We don't have to do this. We can go back. We can make your father understand. No one can separate us if we stand together. Taeyong says widened in fear and fury. No, you don't understand. Jungkook, he choked out, gripping Jungkook's wrist tightly. My father will never accept us. He hates us. He thinks you are a monster who took me away from him. He will do anything to keep us apart. Do you understand that? And now, not a word about going back. This is our world, our home. We don't need anyone else. That's my final word. His words shook with anger. He left Jungkook speechless, shocked, dumbfounded, and then his eyes suddenly softened. I can't live without you, Jungkook. I will die without you. Jungkook's eyes burned with tears as he shook his head, trying to hold back his soul. No, don't say that. Don't talk like that. His fingers tightening around Tao's waist, forcing him to look into his eyes. You won't die, Tae. You're stronger than this. We can fight this together. But Tae wasn't listening. He was sinking deeper into his madness. More tears rolling down from his cheek. Tae, if you leave me, Jungkook, I swear I won't survive. His hand clutched desperately on Jungkook's shirt, his body shaking uncontrollably. I don't care what happened to me, but I can't live a world without you. Jungkook let out a shaky breath, pulling down into his arm. He held him tightly, putting his face in his hair. I'm not leaving it, never. But deep down, Jungkook knew if he didn't find a way to bring Tae back from his madness, they would both be lost forever. But you have to understand this is wrong, my love, please. Tae suddenly felt angry and pushed Jungkook away, screaming at him. I don't want to understand anything. I just know what I'm doing is right. Jungkook got up. Is this your final decision? Tae hesitated but nodded. Fine, then. Tae's breath issued, his wide eyes locked onto the gun. Jungkook now pressed firmly against his own temple, his hands trembling as he took a step forward. Jungkook, what are you doing? His voice cracked, his entire body shaking in fear. Jungkook's jaw clenched, his grip on the gun tightening, his eyes burned with unshed tears. As he stared at Tae, his desperation reaching its peak. You don't understand. I asked you last time, Tae. You think this is right? Keeping a step at you, running away from reality? His voice also filled with agony. You are not okay, Tae, and if you don't get help. He took a deep breath, his hands trembling violently. I swear I will pull this trigger. Tae's body froze, his mind unable to process Jungkook's words. No, you are lying. He shook his head frantically. You don't do this. Jungkook let out a bitter chuckle, pressing the gun even harder against his gut. You think I'm lying? His voice hoarse, his hands shaking. Then watch me down. Watch me die for real this time. His fingers hovered over the trigger. Tae collapsed at that moment. His entire body felt cold, his legs weak. Jungkook, please. His voice barely came out, tears falling. Jungkook, no Tae. You have to say it. Say that you will go back with me. Say that you will get help. He gritted his teeth, his eyes dark and unwavering. Or I swear I will do it. I won't hesitate this time. Tae's mind was completely shot. His knees buckled as he fell on the ground, his hand clutching on his head. He was suffocating. Fine, he screamed, his soul breaking the body. Fine, Jungkook, I will do it. I will go back. I will get ready. Just put the damn gun down. Jungkook's breath came out shaky gasp, slowly lowering the gun, his hands still trembling. You promise? He whispered, his voice barely audible. Tae nodded repeatedly, tears streaming down his face. I promise, just don't do this, please. Jungkook exhaled deeply, finally letting the gun drop from his hand. In an instant, Tae lunged toward him, wrapping his arms around him so tightly as if afraid he would disappear. Tae, don't ever do that again. Jungkook, never. He sobbed on his chest. Jungkook held him just tightly, pressing a kiss on his head. Then don't make me do. The golden ray of the setting sun painting the sky as gentle breeze kissed the shore. The evening breeze carried the scent of the salt and soft rustling of the palm trees, creating the perfect moment for the two lovers to spend their evening on the beach. Tae sat between Jungkook's legs on the arm sand, his back resting against Jungkook's chest, a strong arm circling around him. He let out a soft sigh, feeling Jungkook's heartbeat against his back. Their son Taejeon sat beside him, his tiny hands sticking into the soft and sand with a look of satisfaction. Jungkook reached his chin on Tae's shoulder, watching their son playing with sand. Jungkook, he is having fun. Tae made in agreement, his finger tracing circle on Jungkook's arm. Yeah, feel like he's up to something. Just as he said that, they both noticed Taijun bringing a handful of sand in his mouth. Thought, yeah, no. Truly, the little boy had already stuffed some into his mouth. His tiny friend crunching up his, but instead of crying, he let out a delighted laugh. Panic surged through Tom as he leaned forward, squatting Taijun in his arms. Tom, baby, no, you don't need sand. He shook his son's hand, brushing away the remaining sand. Taijun, unaware of his mother's distress, only giggled more, his chubby fingers trying to scoop up more sand. Shankuk burst into laughter behind them, watching the chaotic scene. Shankuk, I think he likes this distraction. Tao shot him a glare, turning back to Taijun. They are not supposed to eat that, sweetheart. What am I going to do with you? How can you like the sand, Shankuk, because his mother loved the sand too. Tao, it's different, Coke. Tong absent-mindedly brushing the sand off Taijun's tiny hand, only for the baby to grab another handful and attempt to put it inside his mouth again. Tong, Ash, Taijun, stop eating sand. He scolded lightly, shaking his son's hand gently to get rid of the sand. Taijun only giggled, his chubby cheeks rising as he clapped his little hands together, making the sand fly around. Shankuk chuckled behind them, his chin resting on Taung's shoulder. Shankuk, I think he inherited your love for the beach, baby. Taung hummed in agreement, his fingers digging into the warm sand. I do love the beach and the sand. Ever since I was little, I felt like the ocean was calling me. The endless waves, the salt air, the feeling of sand between my fingers. It makes me feel free, Shankuk, like nothing can kick me up. Shankuk listened quietly and his arm wrapped around Taung's waist, pulling him closer. When I was young, I used to run barefoot on the beach near another house away from city. I would dig my toes into the sand and pretend I was sinking into another world somewhere far away where no one could find me. He smiles. Even now I feel the way. Here, away from everyone, it feels like home. Shankuk placed a soft kiss on Taung's cheek. You feel safe here? Taung nodded, leaning into Shankuk's embrace. With you and Taijun, I feel like I belong here. Taijun reached for his mother's lips, his tiny hand patting Taung's cheeks repeatedly. His innocent giggles filled the air as he grabbed his mother's lower lip, trying to stretch it. Shankuk chuckled as he watched Taung struggle. Seems like he's trying to stop you from scolding him. Taijun continued slapping Taung's face playfully, making baby noises as if trying to explain himself. Taung sighed, his lips pouting. Taung, you are impossible, baby. Taijun, seeing his mother's pout, giggles even more and tried to hold his lips again. His tiny hand pressed on Taijun's cheeks. Shankuk, help me. Shankuk shook his head, his smile widening as he leaned back on the hand. No, you got this, love. He is in the mood to play with you. Taijun clapping happily, now slapping both of Taung's cheeks with his hands. Taung, this little one is pulling me. Shankuk finally leaned forward, kissing the side of Taung's face and then Taijun's forehead. He just loves you so much. Taung sighed dramatically but smiled, losing a soft kiss on his son's chubby cheeks. Taijun responded by clapping his hand excitedly, then snuggling into Taung's chest. The sun continued to set down. For now, everything felt peaceful. Taung, but I love it here, Shankuk, he whispered, his fingers tightening around Shankuk's wrist. His eyes shone with desperation. It's peaceful, just us. No one to take you away from me, no one to tell us what to do, no one to separate us. Shankuk sighed, gently brushing his finger through Taung's hair. He knew where this conversation was going. Shankuk, I know, baby, I know. You love it here, and I promise we will visit whenever you want, but we can't stay forever. Taung frowned, his lips racing into a thin line. Why not? Shankuk exhaled deeply, keeping Taung's face in his hands. because you need treatment, Taeyong. You need help, love, and Taejon, he's growing up. He needs to go school, make friends, live a normal life. Taeyong shook his head stubbornly. We can't teach him here. We can hire a teacher. We can be his word. Jungkook, isn't it enough? Jungkook lay his heart aching at the vulnerability in Taeyong's voice. He could see the fear in his lover's eyes. The fear of losing control, the fear of losing him. Jungkook, he spoke softly, pressing their foreheads together. You are my word, you and Taejon, and because I love you, I can't let you run away from reality forever. Taeyong bit his lip, looking away. So, this is it? My last chance to convince you. You won't stay with me here, but for my wish. Jungkook, I will stay with you whenever in the world, but not like this. Not when you are not okay. I will stay whenever with you once you get proper treated, my love. Taeyong let out a shaky breath, his finger digging into Jungkook's arms. I'm scared, Jungkook. What if they take you away from me again? What if they lock me away? Jungkook kisses his forehead, whispering against his skin. No one is taking you away from me, and no one is locking you up. I promise. You just need to trust me. No one can separate us anymore. I'm strong enough to protect you and our son. Just trust me, love. Taeyong was silent for a long time, his fingers clenching and unclenching against Jungkook's chest. He wanted to fight, he wanted to argue, but Jungkook's warmth, his steady heartbeat, his love, it grounded him. After what felt like an eternity, Taeyong let out a sigh. Okay, we will go back, but only if you promise me one thing. Jungkook softly sighs. Anything, love? Taeyong, promise me we'll come back here, just us, at least once a year, where no one else can find us. Jungkook shook it, pressing a soft kisses on Taeyong's lips. I promise, my love, whenever you want, even in weekends, we can spend our weekends here. Taeyong giggles, resting his head on Jungkook's shoulder as he watched the waves crash against the shore. His heart still longed to stay, but for now, just for now, he would trust Jungkook to lead him home.